Fulton County is trying to put young Thug back in jail, and I'm not a lawyer, and even if I was one, I'd never practice in Fulton County. But let me tell you about the motion that the DA's office just filed to have Jeffrey Williams, aka Young Thug's probation, revoked. Okay, so here's the motion, and it says that since Young Thug was sentenced, he has engaged in conduct that directly threatens the safety of witnesses and prosecutors, compromises ongoing legal proceedings, and warrants immediate revocation of probation. Revocation meaning revoke or cancel. And this all has to do with the preliminary hearing that's been happening regarding Little Baby, 4PF, and OMF, because apparently Fulton County is trying to put a RICO on them. So there's this preliminary hearing that's been happening, and during the hearing, Detective Viverito, who is the detective that testified in the YSL case, was called to the stand. Apparently, there's an order for none of the witnesses in this preliminary hearing to be shown, but a, quote, known blogger deliberately violated the court's directive by posting on social media, quote, she doesn't want to be shown on screen. Well, here she is, along with a photograph of investigator Viverito. And here's where the state says that Young Thug messed up. On Tuesday, April 1st, after that known blogger made that post, Young Thug reposted the image with the caption, quote, Marissa Viverito is the biggest liar in the DA's office. I mean, if that's how he feels. And it does not say her name. The post, of course, goes viral, and this motion says that some of the comments included direct threats to investigator Viverito and her family. So this motion goes on to say that this is not just an isolated incident. It is part of a calculated campaign of intimidation, harassment, and misinformation designed to undermine the legal process. Further down, it says that these efforts have also included attempts to exploit the court's perceived stance of disdain toward the state by referring to Your Honor as YSL Whitaker. And in the words of Whitaker, is this for real, y'all? This ongoing manipulation of public perception through social media is intended to obstruct justice, silence witnesses, and threaten those who enforce the law. And so the DA's office is urging the court to take swift and decisive action by revoking Thug's probation and remanding him into custody without delay. This motion was submitted by Fonnie Willis, Adam Abate, and Simone Hilton. And just as a reminder, Young Thug was sentenced to 15 years probation plus 20 years suspended. And so if his probation were to actually be revoked, he could be looking at spending a little less than 35 years in prison.